I feel like this video is going to sound like a sales pitch for the graphics tablet that I'm going to be talking about, but I promise you it is not. I am not sponsored by Huion. And anytime I mention like a big company or whatever, this is what I'll say. Even though my channel is really small and people probably won't think I'm sponsored, I just want to clear the air there. I just want to make myself very clear. I just happen to have this tablet, and I think that making a video like this might be helpful for anyone out there who might want to buy it. But yeah, it might sound like a sales pitch. It is not. Okay, cue the intro.
Boing boing.
Hey guys, it's Zuri and I'm back with another video. So in my last video, I talked about how I got a new drawing tablet, a Huion 420 graphics drawing tablet. So in today's video, I thought that it would be helpful to share some tips that I'm finding helpful for drawing with this specific tablet. I'm still getting used to drawing with this tablet, so I might make a part 2 to this video or something like that in the future. But for now, these are just the things that I'm finding helpful for drawing with this. So the first thing that I think is important when drawing with an H420 tablet is that you need to make sure the pen sensitivity is comfortable for you. So the pen sensitivity is just how hard or lightly you need to press when drawing on the tablet. So the way to adjust the pen sensitivity is to set up the tablet's drivers. You can do this either using the CD that comes with the tablet or going onto the website and downloading the drivers, and then they have like a setup manual. I might not be explaining it very clearly, but you just download it or put in the CD into your laptop, whichever one, and then you set up the pen sensitivity. It allows you to test it out so you can kind of make sure that you're either pressing hard enough or light enough. It's all relative to like your preference. I personally find it the most comfortable when I don't have to press very hard and I can just kind of lazily, not lazily, but you know, just lightly do it. The second thing is something that I have learned when I was taking art classes and majoring in visual art, is that you don't hold pencils when you're drawing on paper. You don't hold the pencil while you're drawing the same way you do as if you're writing. So when writing, you might hold the pencil like this, but when drawing, you have to kind of hold it differently in order to manipulate it the way that you want to. The same goes for drawing on a tablet, if not even more so. You kind of have to hold the pen in a more like slanted way. I have found it really helpful to hold it right by the tip so I can get the control, because my biggest issue with drawing with the drawing tablet, not like it's a problem, but my biggest hurdle to get over is manipulating the pen and controlling it in the same way that you do a regular pencil when you're drawing on paper. So making sure that you can kind of control it, either if you hold it by the tip or hold it like this. And I'm sure there are other like videos and stuff out there that go over how to hold pens and pencils while you draw. So I recommend, I'll see if I can put some links in the description for further research on how to hold pencils and like pens while you are drawing on a drawing tablet and just in general, so you can incorporate that into when you're drawing using a tablet. So the next two things kind of go hand in hand. First thing, on an H420 tablet, I don't know if you can see this. If you can't see it as I'm holding it up, then I'll make sure that I like add a diagram or just make it more clear somehow. But there are 4 little brackets in the middle of the tablet that mark off a little bit of a square. And the square in the middle, it kind of relates to a portion of your screen. And this is pretty important because while you're drawing, if you put your pen on anywhere outside of this little, well, I said square, but it's a rectangle. If you put your pen on anywhere outside of the rectangle. It goes off the page that you see while you're drawing on your screen of your laptop. So while drawing, it's important to keep that in mind. You kind of have to relate the square to whatever portion is on your screen and just focus on one part of the drawing at a time. So if you're focusing more on the head or the hair, you have to kind of zoom in on that section and just focus on that. At least that's how it is for me. And the app that I'm drawing on is Krita, which is a free drawing app you can download onto your laptop or what have you. I will leave a link in the description. Once again, not sponsored. So yeah, those are kind of the 4 main things that I've noted while drawing. Make sure the pen sensitivity is comfortable. Hold the pen differently than how you write, to kind of prioritize movement and being able to hold it the right way so that you can like manipulate it in the right way to get all of the lines and textures you want. Third thing is that the edges of the tablet are in direct correlation to the edges of the screen or whatever app that you're using. It's probably the same for any drawing app. That's just how the tablet is set up. Fourth thing is the square in the center of the tablet correlates to a certain portion of the page section of your screen. So yeah, overall, I said this wasn't going to be a product review, but I do think that it's a pretty good drawing tablet, you know, for beginners. I am a beginner, so I'm still getting used to it. As I said, I might do a part 2 of this later on if there are other things that I realize or want to mention. This is the first tablet that's dedicated for drawing that I've ever used. So I don't know how it fares in relation to more expensive drawing tablets or whatever, but I have seen some pretty good reviews of it online, so there you go. But I guess it's different for everyone. The only other tablet that I used for drawing was just a regular tablet that I downloaded a drawing app on. And the stylus that I used was a tiny one, and I mentioned it before. It was a tiny one that ended up breaking. But yeah, I'm just kind of explaining where I'm coming from on this. But of course, everyone's experience is going to be a little bit different. So my word isn't gospel. Just take what I'm saying with a grain of salt, and maybe the things that I'm mentioning to you here will be helpful if you end up drawing with this tablet. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see more videos of me, you can subscribe if you want. If you want to keep up with me outside of my videos, I will link my social medias below, and there will also be at the end screen kind of outro thing that I made. But yeah, hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.